What's good, family, and welcome to Enjoy the Journey. I am your host, Devontae Lamont, and today I have with me Edna McCants, who is the founder of The Soul of Me. She is one of the most brilliant people I've ever met. She's funny, she's a lot of fun, and most of all, she is a boss. So what is good? Welcome! Welcome!
I am so happy to be here. It's
Don't gas me up.
I am so happy to be here. It's crazy.
Friend!
Because what has been going on?
What
you know
has
when you
been
don't see the
going
person in a
on?
long time?
Yes.
It's like, friend, what's up?
Oh my God. So just so you guys know, me and Edna have a former relationship where we worked in building together, educating youth. And that is where we met. And I remember the first day I met you, I was just so drawn to you.
I know.
I just loved you. And I was actually scared to speak to you.
Why?
Because, you know, like, you're just naturally pretty and everybody gravitates toward you.
Yeah.
And you know how, like, you're always, like, intimidated, like, but I really like her. And there was one day, I have to get this out, that I knew I was drawn to you. You had it on a shirt, and I think it was one of the Soul of Me shirts. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
But it said 1111 on it.
Oh,
and
yes.
at the time.
Did you buy that one?
I did.
Okay.
No. I bought the Soul of Me shirt because you didn't have the 1111 shirts.
Oh, man. Maybe I got to go get those.
Yeah.
I got to remake those.
Yeah.
Turn your cards around. There you go.
Okay.
Now go ahead.
So 1111. So here's the thing about 1111. At the time when I first met you, it was like spirit was just, God was like talking to me consistently.
Yes.
And every time I would get a major download or a major word, I would see 1111.
Yes.
And so when I saw it on your shirt, I said, there's something to it. And then that's when you introduced me to the Soul of Me.
Yes.
So can you actually tell the audience about the Soul of Me? What is it? And tell us all about you.
Okay. The crazy part is, again, I am so happy to be here. I missed you so much. Hello, everyone. I am EMAE. I am Edna, EMAE McCants. I am the CEO of The Soul of Me, saving one soul at a time. I coach women how to transform, elevate, and unleash the power within themselves so they could be able to walk and be authentic as they move forward in their journey.
That is beautiful. So what is it, or what inspired you? What inspired the Soul of Me?
Okay, so you know when God, if he do one of these and he tap you on the shoulder?
Yeah.
I didn't listen.
Wow. What?
I didn't listen. Because I'm like, God, I never been no motivational speaker before, but you know, I speak to people, people gravitate towards me, but I was never a motivational speaker. Like, God, how do I do this? So back in 2018, one of my friends was like, hey, I need you to be on the panel. I said, okay, cool. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this was before business. I didn't know nothing about business. I need you to be on the panel. So I'm like, okay, cool. She texts me back 2 days later, like, you know what? I think you should be the host. I said, a host? I never host anything in my life. So I did it. I host, and I was able to tell my story to the youth because I think she was doing a youth event at the time. And the feedback that I received from the youth was crazy. Like, thank you so much for sharing your story. From your story, I know that I am able to do it. From your story, like, you still motivate me, and I still speak to those students to this day since 2018, right? So then after that, I'm like, okay, God kept tapping me on the shoulder like, well, I just want you to know that you're about to be a motivational speaker. I said, no, God. So on my way to, I think I was going to LA or Jamaica, I'm not sure. I created Me Empowerment, motivate, educate, and empower, and it was only for the youth. Right? So did that no, I don't have the napkin, but scratch that out on a napkin, and I'm just like, okay, you know what, God, if this is what you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Wow. So that's how, you know, my business came about. Wow. Then years later, I had to do the self-healing.
That's the real work. That's where the real work come in.
I had to do the self-healing.
Okay, so so we get into the journey.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the journey and also the process.
My God.
Had to get to the self-healing. I hurt somebody that didn't need to be hurt, but I was hurt so bad I couldn't really see how bad I was hurting this person. So I had to really sit in with myself and do the work within myself, and that's how the Soul of Me came about. How are you elevating? How are you working deeper within yourself to be able to move forward? You're saying that you want to empower these youth. However, you still didn't do the work. It's time for you to do the work. So I changed Me Empowerment, Motivate, Educate, and Empower to the Soul of Me.
That is deep. But one thing that I love that you said, I had to do the work on myself.
Yes.
So many times I have seen people try to skip the process.
You can't skip the process. You're not gonna make it far if you skip the process.
My God.
You wanna be a business owner making 6 figures, but you wanna skip the process of healing.
You can't.
You're not gonna know.
Because you wanna be able to sustain it when you get there.
You're not gonna know who to trust because you're dealing with trust issues, but you wanna have a business?
Come on.
Come on now, don't get me hot now.
Baby, it's getting hot in here, so keep on all your clothes.
Okay, keep them on now. Keep them on.
All right.
Keep on all your clothes.
But what was that journey like for you? What did that season, because we say I had to do the work.
Yes.
But what does that look like? Because for me, it was sitting with some uncomfortable traumas and actually having to address it and face it. What was that like for you?
That wasn't the job. You hear me? So since 2018, I've been doing my cleanse. I take my cleanse every November, which I'm isolated. I am doing the work. This November was a little different, but I am doing the work. So back in 2018, that looked like me journaling. That looked like me isolating. That looked like me having to deal with those uncomfortable situations, me feeling neglect. I had to get to the root of the problem of why I'm hurting so many people. And it's because I was neglected from my mom. I never had my mom. My mother died when I was 4 years old. So I felt neglected. I felt like, oh, I ain't got no mother. Like, you ain't gonna hurt me. I'll hurt you before you hurt me. That was my thing, right? So I had to sit with that. I know, why do you feel like this? Who else along in your journey has held you or you felt like has done you wrong? How did you do yourself wrong, right? So all of these questions I'm asking myself for 30 days. You hear me? The 15th day came home, right? November. I said, okay, I had a bad day at work. I need a little drink. I'm gonna go pour me up a little drink. And God said, hey, you on a cleanse, baby. How you drinking, right? Wow. And what I did was I sat with that and I was just like, well, I'm gonna just do it. And when I tell you, I crawled to that refrigerator to get that drink.
Wow.
During my cleanse, you hear me?
What happened?
And I had to pour the liquor in the sink. And when I tell you, I was just crying and crying and crying and crying. Because sometimes when we are in a transformation, isolation, a healing, we tend to go back to what we are comfortable with.
Correct.
We tend to go back to the things that we suppress by drinking, by smoking, right? I didn't have a good day. So why not take this drink right now so my day could be a little bit more better? That God didn't want that for me. He didn't want that for me. I poured that liquor out, and when I tell you, just crying and crying, and I got to my knees and I said, God, help me.
Yeah.
I need help. Like, this is just, I know this is not me, and I know that this is not it. Like, help me. So it looks hard. That journey is not easy. That journey takes God stripping you from everything, allowing you to be naked.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
But I think what's so key, what I'm hearing is that our vulnerability is actually the thing that becomes our superpower.
Yeah.
And that actually is a tool that is used to heal us.
Yeah.
But so many of us, EMAE, are so afraid to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because then I have to address me. I have to address all those inner crooks and nannies on the inside of me. And I can relate. I struggled really bad with depression and anxiety. And the reason that I struggled with that because there was still a root of rejection in me from when I was a little boy. So as I grew up, you know, what it looked like was people pleasing. You know, I was always, you know, trying to make other people happy, neglecting myself. But it came from trauma, it came from rejection, it came from abandonment. And for so many years, and another thing that I love that you said, how you had to address how there were people you hurt. And that was something that was a hard space for me to come to, because I had a thing where I just would begin to be inconsistent. I would start things and wouldn't finish them, and I would leave people in the process. And I had to sit down with myself. What is it about you that is not consistent? That you're broken. You constantly want to please people but neglect yourself. And God had to send me through a season. And actually, my awakening happened during COVID when we were all shut down. I was super depressed. I had just moved from my hometown. And I had just started smoking. I never smoked a day in my life. And right during COVID, I was smoking so heavily. And I'm like, where is this crush coming from? And it was coming not from because I wanted to smoke or I just wanted to be addicted to anything. But my thing was, I was trying to suppress the emotion.
I tell you.
And I didn't want to be vulnerable and sit with myself and face myself. So when we sit with those things that are uncomfortable in us or about us, how does that actually help heal us?
Oh, so you're addressing it. You gotta address it. If you can't face it, you cannot heal it.
Can't face
you
it, you can't
heal it.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
If you cannot face it, you cannot heal it.
You have to face it first.
Yeah.
What is the problem? Like, what do I need to do? What am I doing that is wrong? Like, who do I need to forgive in the process? Why do I need to forgive this person? You gotta ask those questions within yourself so you can heal yourself. A lot of people, they just so silent. They don't, I could do this on my own. I can work this out on my own. I don't need help. And what you're doing is suppressing those feelings, those emotions, those challenges, those struggles within yourself, instead of bringing that stuff up and letting that stuff go. You gotta bring it up, let it go. You have to.
Wow.
You have to say it.
Yeah.
You have to say, like, I've been neglected from my mother.
Yeah.
Some people don't wanna say it that loud. They don't wanna say it to themselves because it hurts.
It hurts.
That's how you start your healing. And healing doesn't happen overnight. I am EMAE. You hear me?
Yeah.
But EMAE is still working on her stuff. And that's why the soul of me is so important. The soul of myself, being authentic and knowing myself, being aware of myself is what my brand is about.
Yeah.
Be authentic to you. If you know that you still dealing with stuff, you ain't gotta front, you ain't gotta put no mask on because you're still dealing with what you're dealing with. And maybe it may not be the past stuff, no. But life is going to continue to happen. So now what tools did you put in place for you to be able to face the challenges that arise on your journey?
On your journey. Wow.
Come on now. That's how you start the healing. You face it. You create these tools, and the tools is these habits that you need to create for yourself, so you can continue to heal and continue to move forward in yourself, for yourself.
Yeah, for yourself. How, when you're dealing with people, what are one of the common themes that you see with people who maybe that you see potential in, but maybe they're not progressing? What is one common thing that you see consistently through people that you coach?
They don't want to do the work.
Don't want to do the work.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. There's no.
Drop the mic there.
Right, Pow. They don't want to do the work.
Why is that though?
Because people, okay, some people don't want to do the work because some people don't want to go back. I don't want to go back there. Back there makes me feel scary. Back there makes me feel vulnerable. Back there, I was hurt back there when my father did, or my mother did, or when I did. I'm hurt back there. I don't want to go back there. Some people don't want to go back, right? But they're hurting the people and spilling on the people now.
Wow.
Because what happened to your mother, your father, your auntie, and your grandma. You are not going to be able to authentically move forward if you do not get to the root of the problem.
Root.
You have to get to the root.
Root.
So a lot of people don't want to do that work. That work is hard.
Yeah.
That work is hard, baby.
Yeah.
That's not no easy work to come by. That's not that.
It's not.
That's not that.
I'm in a space now, and I've been on a healing journey for about 5 years now. And I'm in a space now where I am making sure that I am healing my inner child.
Yes.
So I have to take it all the way back to when Devontae was 8 years old.
That's right.
This is what happened to me. This is what I experienced. And I had to sit with that. Now I'm in a space now, EMAE, where I'm making sure that as I have healed and as I have overcoming and still overcoming and healing.
Right. That's right.
It's always a journey.
That's right. Always a journey.
It's always a journey.
Yes, yes.
But one thing that I had to realize is that those wounds and those things that I refuse to heal, they will always keep coming back up.
Yes. They
will keep coming back up until I address in every situation. And with your job, in your friendships, in your relationships, and at the grocery store.
Right. With the person next to you. And you may never know, but it's gonna come up because you have not addressed that yet within yourself.
And so I'm going all the way back and to this day, I'm healing my inner child, protecting my inner child.
Yes.
If I'm in a space or even an environment that I feel uncomfortable, I'm like, okay, 8-year-old Devontae's not comfortable, okay? And my little 8-year-old stuff's like, why are we around these people? We don't feel safe. I don't like them. Because our intuition is always speaking to us. And if we choose to ignore that, we end up back in these situations, back in these cycles. And baby, I've determined that I'm going to be a generational curse breaker.
As you should.
In this generation, over my life and my family.
As you should.
And it's not easy because sometimes that means you have to be the first to break the patterns.
So, but when you're and let me push you here. When you're the first, you are now the blueprint.
Woo!
You are now the blueprint. So what happens when you're the blueprint?
You don't have a reference.
You don't have a reference. You don't have a reference. So it's harder for you when you're the blueprint. You don't got no reference. There's nobody you can call on but God.
But God. Nobody.
Ain't nobody you can call. You know how many times? You know how many times I had to be, dang, well, who can I call on? Who can I call on to help me with this? Who can I call on to try to figure this out? I get right in the prayer closet for about 2 hours. And I gotta figure it out. And you know what God does? God allows people to come into my life to give me that confirmation of, oh no, I heard you. And this is the opportunity that you're about to have. I heard you. You asked for this. You asked for a manager. Okay, so I'm about to bring a manager for you. You asked for this. Okay, I'm about to do this for you. I don't have the blueprint. I gotta go to God. But now, good part is, people could come to me because now I am the blueprint that is going to be able to guide you.
That's purpose right there.
It's hot.
That's how we end up there, baby.
It's hot.
Oh, baby, it's hot in here, baby. I feel just the fire in this room right now.
Come on, guys.
Because I mean, that is so strong.
Wow. Somebody has to be the blueprint in order for you to be able to succeed. But when you're the blueprint, who do you have?
Wow. And so one thing you said, when you become the blueprint, people now have to come to you.
Yes.
And I think that is why that there are people like yourself in the world that God has placed because you've been through, you've done the work, and you have been tested, tried, and proved. So now you have the story to say to somebody else that you see that was a season that you maybe have been in, say, look, baby, I've been there, this is how I can pull you up, but this is also what you have to do.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times we try to pull people out of pits, but ultimately you can't want anything more than they want for themselves.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say that thank you for being the blueprint to so many people to overcome and heal.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you. So what are some things that outside of working in business and coaching that EMAE loves to do just for her?
You know what? Can I say this one thing? I'm addicted to being a businesswoman.
Ooh.
I'm addicted to being a coach. I'm addicted to being a boss, a CEO. I love to work.
I love it.
I don't know what it is. I love to work. So right now I'm in a season of balance. because baby, I will work for hours like this, for hours. So now I'm like, okay, Anna, like, you gotta separate from the laptop. You gotta separate from the Instagram. And EMAE loves to be in nature.
Really?
I love to be in nature. I love to be by myself. I love to be isolated. Like, I love that. I love to go get massages. I love peace.
Peace.
Because I pour in all the time. I pour so much. Yeah. How do I pour back into myself?
Wow.
I just like to be in nature, and I like to hear the birds.
Yeah.
Like, I like to hear the squirrels play. Like, those are the things that I like. Watching a waterfall.
Oh my God.
Like, that's me. Like, I could take a drive and I'm just at peace. I just love to be at peace.
I love that. I feel like we're the same person because I'm the exact same way. Like, I can't really necessarily say like there's something I love to do. It's like, I love going on walks. I love nature walks. I love the beach. Like,
I love the beach. I love
I have
water.
to be around water.
I love
like,
water.
Oh my God, like I have
water heals me.
Water's healing.
100.
Yes. I have like a little waterfall by my bed.
Really?
And so literally I'm just constantly hearing like water sounds.
Wow.
Like when I'm
maybe
sleeping.
I gotta get that.
You should. You get one at CVS or Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree got, now let me tell you something, Dollar Tree got the best one. It only worked for 2 weeks though. I done had 4 of them. But the Dollar Tree was worked so good.
Oh my God. Not the Dollar Tree. You gotta grow up tonight.
Tonight.
Like tonight, grow up. Like, I got it at the Dollar Tree. I only work for 2 weeks. You gotta grow up.
They don't work well, but let me tell you something. I tell you, they bring you so much peace. The little waterfall.
But I'm not getting one for no Dollar Tree. I'm gonna get one from Amazon. Not Dollar Tree. I can't with you. I can't.
We listen and we don't judge.
Come on, we listen and we don't judge. I get my waterfalls from Dollar Tree. I love that. I love that. I love it.
All right, so I gotta get a real waterfall. And not one from
Amazon. And I need you to send me a picture.
And I'm gonna send you a picture. And I'm gonna tag you with it and I'm gonna put it on social media so all y'all can witness that I didn't get my waterfall from Dollar Tree, but I got a real one.
From Amazon.
Period.
Yes.
So, okay, so Soul of Me.
Yes.
So how can people get connected?
Yes.
How can people follow you? Tell us all that.
Yes. So
tell the people.
Tell the people. I love the people. So EMAE on all platforms. I'm EMAE on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I am everywhere. You guys can definitely go to thesoulofme.com if you want to, do the work and you're ready to start to do the work. Now, come on now. You gotta be ready to do the work with EMAE. EMAE is very authentic, and I'm going to continue to be myself. I don't know how to be nothing else. And if you are not able to receive, then your time is coming. But I love y'all. I love y'all so much.
That is the most boss gangster. Tell people.
Harlem, baby.
I love
girl
it.
from Harlem.
Are you from Harlem?
Yes.
Hey, baby, that's all that.
You know,
I feel all that.
Listen, if y'all ready to do the work, come on.
I feel all that.
But if you're not ready, then sit with it.
But that's so true because I think sometimes we offer these services and a lot of people, this sounds good.
Yeah.
And they'll come out of the hype. But if you're not ready to do the work, don't even waste my time.
No.
Don't waste your time.
Heavy on, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, how people like to sugarcoat things. Like, yeah, no, I could be a coach and we're gonna get through it. No, do the work first.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the work done. Like, if you're ready to come to me, I'm a teacher first.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been an educator for 11 plus years. So for me, if I tell my students, hey, I need you to do X, Y, Z, and P, I need you to do the same thing, X, Y, Z, and P. Once you finish doing that, come back.
Yeah.
All right, that ain't work. All right, good. Go do it again. But a lot of people don't want to do the work.
They don't want to do the work. But you know what? That is so true. A lot of people know about my lifestyle change from going from 300 to losing over 100 pounds. And I remember when I first started publicizing, because for a long time I didn't want to tell anybody. But when I first started telling people, there would be people who would hit me up like, can you coach me? Can you help me? Can you da-da-da-da-da? And I think for about 2 weeks I did. But you know what I learned, and this is why I stopped doing it, because people didn't want to do the work.
I'm trying to tell you.
They'd be like, oh, I want to lose weight, but I said, okay, so this week you're not drinking sugary drinks, and this week no carbs.
Right.
What?
I can't do that.
I can't do it. I get a headache.
I can't. Oh my gosh, because on Wednesday they say, on Thursday they say they're having a party, so you're not ready because you're not trying. You're not trying.
You're not ready, so
you're
I
not
feel
trying.
you. And here's the thing, this is why I really feel like we discern same person, just in different bodies, because I've been an educator for 11 years. And so, I come with that teacher mindset,
Yes.
and I get so irritated when I'm giving you the tools, I'm
Yes.
giving you the
Yes.
knowledge,
Yes.
and you're choosing not to do it. You're choosing, but you want the same result.
Right.
It don't work like that.
Let's talk about the same result.
The same result.
You can't get the same result because, again, if we go back to what we were talking about in regards to me being a blueprint, right? I had to be obedient to God. I'm facing somebody else.
Yes.
It's just little old me.
Yeah.
But see, when it comes to like your client, it's just little old me. I'm telling you to hold yourself accountable. But me being a blueprint, you know who I gotta go to?
Yeah.
You know who ain't gonna play with me like that?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He not gonna play with me like that. He said, I need you to be obedient, and these are the steps that I need you to take. I need you to take those steps, come back. Okay, you ain't do good? All right, good. Do it again. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you gotta know, and you gotta be obedient to yourself, and you have to know to yourself, this is it, and I need to do the work, and I need to start now. This is it. But some people don't feel like this is it. You still got a little bit left in you. And once that little bit run out, then that's when you call me.
Baby. And we dropped the mic there.
That's when you call me.
Listen, EMAE, thank you so much for coming. Oh my God, I've enjoyed this.
Yes.
Because I believe that what you've shared
Yes.
is going to help so many
Yes.
people on their journey.
Yes.
If you could give one final thought to the audience, what would you say to them?
Love yourself. Love yourself. Be authentic to yourself. Show up and show out in every space that you're in. Learn how to be confident in you. That is so important. But confidence comes from what? Self-love. You gotta love yourself first in order to really exude that confidence in every room. Because that love that you show yourself, that confidence that you bring in that room, is then now gonna spill on other people. And then other people then gravitate towards you. Love yourself, be confident, be authentic, take the mask off. That is not you. That is not you. Take that mask off and become you. You don't know how powerful you are once you step into your power, once you step into your purpose. Take that mask off. Those people that like that mask, they ain't your friend for real. Take that mask off. Be you.
Wow. Take the mask off. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been powerful.
Amazing.
And much grace to you.
Thank you.
Much grace to the soul of me.
Thank
and
you.
Definitely
Thank you.
know
Thank you.
that you have a supporter and you have a friend and a brother through me.
I know that
mean
for
that.
sure. I know that for sure. You know what's so crazy before we get off? Remember what you said to me a long time ago when you said, I seen you. You're gonna show up somewhere and you're gonna be speaking somewhere and you're gonna be wearing pink. The vision that you showed me for me was for you.
Oh my God.
Remember that we was in my cubicle?
I forgot about that.
And you said, you're gonna be somewhere where you're speaking and you're going to wear pink. I will always remember, it plays back like my favorite record in my head.
Oh.
And you said you're gonna be wearing pink, like go after it. Remember that time? Because I was in there, I remember I told you, I just came back from the bathroom crying my eyes out because I'm like, God, what, like, I don't know, like, what to do. Like, I just cleared out my savings, like this opportunity. Remember, I kept coming to you and you said, do it. Do it. Like, it's okay, God got you. Don't worry about it. You said you're gonna be somewhere where you're gonna be wearing pink. I see pink. I see pink. And today, as I walked in and I'm watching, I looked at I said, oh my God, I'm wearing pink. But maybe the message wasn't for me. It was really for you. But we couldn't see it because we was in the midst of chaos. But now look at the chaos is over now. The message was really for you. It wasn't for me. That's what God just told me.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. This is what it is. This is what happens when the energy shifts and you allow God to be in a space. Allow God to be in this space. You are exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. And I am beyond proud of you.
I receive it. I receive it. And that means so much to me.
I know.
Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. This has been such a full circle moment.
Yes.
This has never happened to me before, but I remember the word.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it. And to see God bring this moment full circle, seeing you wear pink,
Yep.
it is it's a reminder that God keeps his word.
Yes.
He keeps his word. And he's going to keep his word to you, to your
Yep.
family. Whatever God has spoken to you, whatever vision he's shown you, stay the course because it will come to pass. It will come to pass. It will come to pass. Wow. Thank you for it. Ooh, wow. Thank you for another episode of Enjoy the Journey,
Jesus.
family. I am so grateful for what has happened in this room today.
Oh, Jesus.
I love y'all, and we'll see you next episode.